Alright, so today we're doing another steak in the air fryer and then over to the skillet. So what we've done here, and I was just reminded that I should have started this earlier, we do our seasoning. So, on these we're going to try a little bit more seasoning. It's salt, and then we actually do put a coating of SPG on it. It just tenderizes the steak. And being that we're on carnivore, salt is something that you can have. In fact, they require you to have it. So we'll see how it is. Right now, these are going to sit for about 30 to 40 minutes. And then we'll go ahead and start up the... Been another 4 minutes. We're going to go ahead and check this side, and we're at 102. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it again. I'm going to go ahead and flip it again one more time, and that's all we do is we just alternate flipping it. Put it back in. I will go again. 140 degrees, and this time we're gonna go let's do I'm gonna do 2 minutes this side, and then I'll switch it back over and do 2 minutes the other side. All right, 2 minutes is up. We'll go ahead and check again. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and flip it, and I will put it back on the other side for 2 minutes. Same as the other one. I know it's going to go a little bit over 210 that I had said, but it should be alright, shouldn't be that much. And again, we're going to be at 2 minutes. Alright, 2 minutes is up. I'm going to say we're about 111, 112. Still good. 115 is not bad. Again, we're going for like 125 to 130 when it's all done. So I'm going to pull that out. So a total of 6 minutes per side seems to work. I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. I'm going to put the other steak in. We're just waiting for this last minute for the first side. We're going to go ahead and check it, see where we're at, and then I will flip it. Alright, let's see what it says. Okay, let me flip it. We're going to go ahead and set it for the same thing. 6 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and check the steak. See where it's at. We're a little bit lower, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in for a few more minutes. Probe them different at different spots. Well, you know what? That's not bad. It is good. We're good. A little bit lower rightness there. Yeah, let's bring it up. So I'm going to put it on, leave it in there. I'm not going to flip it. Go ahead. Go for probably only 2 minutes. While this is going, we actually have the cast iron skillet heating up. And then we'll start searing the first steak. It's been sitting the past 12 minutes and resting. Check temp on the pan. 300. I was hoping for a little bit higher. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and put our steak in there. Get that sear going. Be a little bit over a minute per side. We'll let that go for about a minute. Alright, so this went for the extra 2 minutes, and you'll see that it's about 110 in the center, which is good. A little bit higher there. That's fine. We're going to let it rest down a little bit while the other one's cooking, and we'll check it. Okay, we're going to flip the steak. Oops. See how it is? Right, got a nice cut on it. Go ahead and let that cook for a minute. Again, minute per side just to get the crust on there. Side looks good. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off. Just going to set it over here. And put it outside the pan. I'm going to go ahead and check the temp. Good. I'm gonna let it set. I'm gonna let that one rest for about 10 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and put the other one on. And roughly the same time, 10 minutes. Alright, it's been a minute. Looks good. Go ahead and pull it off. And what we're going to do, and turn it off. We'll move that off of the back so it's not on. So it's cooking. And we're going to go ahead and get a temp. This is the first one we'll cook. We're going to go ahead and cut this one. Start by getting it off the bone. And I do like to clean the bones off. We'll cut the meat off as far down as I can get it. Good. Alright. Now, nice red color inside. We'll go ahead and we'll start on this side. We'll just slice it away. And there you go. You can see all the pieces there. It's not bad. I mean, throughout you might have like a couple of sections that are a little bit lighter. Or I should say, more cooked. But, all in all, I think it might be decent. I'm going to go ahead and try a piece.
How is it?
It's pretty good. It's really good. Oh yeah. It's got a nice little crunch to it too. Very nice. That's what all the seasoning does. Giving it a nice crust for some crunch. Alright, so that's the first steak. Give us a second and we're going to go ahead and get the other steak off. And see how that one fared since they both finished out about the same. Alright. And separate it from the bone as well. I don't think there's as much bone on this one. am trying to not cut my fingers. Do the same thing with this one. We'll start on this side and cut inwards. And again, it looks like there's similar results. Redder on the outsides. It's not bad on the insides. And we'll see how a piece of this tastes. Oh yeah, it's the same. Oh my god. Really good. Nice, tender. Yep. It's good. Alright. So there you have it. You want to cook them in the air fryer and kind of get it done a little bit quicker. If you don't want to mess around with putting it on the grill, which is, again, we like to do it that way. But this way, put it in an air fryer. What we did, we seasoned it first, let it set for an hour with salt and then the SPG, which is just more salt, pepper, and garlic, but that's just because I have the mix made up. Let it sit for an hour. Then we go ahead and prep the air fryer, 400 degrees. And after the air fryer has been preheated, and it's about 5 minutes worth, we go ahead and it sits for about a minute or two. I don't want it like at 400, but this one was cooked 6 minutes per side the first time around at 240 degrees, and then we actually added an extra 2 minutes just to get it to where it's at. The first one here, we did that one. We alternated. We started with 4 minutes and 4 minutes, and we did 2 minutes and 2 minutes. So again, same amount of actual cook time technically. They both came up to about 110, 112 internally before I pulled them off, let them rest. They rest roughly about 10 minutes, a little bit longer. And then like the last 3-4 minutes, I will go ahead and start heating up the cast iron skillet. And I'll throw butter in there. It was like a half stick for the first one. And then, believe it or not, I just put a full stick in on the last one. We have a lot of butter here. But I just put it in, turn it up. It's at about medium-high heat. Let it get up to temperature. So we throw these on. It's roughly about 340, 350 degrees on the cast iron skillet when we throw it on. We put it on for a minute on each side, and you can see the crust that it created. And then, of course, when we pull it off, I rest the steak yet again. They rest for about 10 minutes. So they're not piping hot, but the juices have come in. In fact, you can still see the juices. It's glistening, you know. It is a tender steak. So it's another way to make a steak. It's a ribeye. You can get it to the temperature that you want. I mean, that is satisfactory for us, and it's delicious. So there you have it.